So can you please confirm if you can see my screen? So hope you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, okay. Okay. So let's start that. We'll discuss about the MM material management. Okay, so what do you mean by material management and what are the areas we are covering the material management and generally what are the areas will be have? Okay, so when we're talking about the areas, okay, we have sales, we have purchasing, we have inventory, we have invoice, we have production, and we have planning, and we have plant maintenance, project systems, human resource. So different areas we have, correct? So when you started a business, okay, we just whenever we're talking any point, let's take one example of business and we'll discuss about that. Why? Because the SAP is majorly contributed on the only for the business. Okay, it is majorly looking for the business to develop the business in the software level, right? So whenever we are talking about any point, we can talk in the business level. So let's take the example now. Okay, if you started a business, okay, if you started any business like if I started a soap market, okay, so I need resources. That means I need workers. I need a procurement manager. I need a sales manager. So I need human resource management. So everyone I need the resources. So when I just talking about the people, it will go to the human resource management, HR. Okay. So the particular people recruitment and people assignments, everything it will be taken care by HR. Okay. So the same in the SAP also, we have the HR module. Okay. Particularly they are talking about the staffing and they are talking about payrolls. Okay. Recruitment and so many other activities they will do. So the timesheet also, you can say timesheet also, it will be a command under the human resource. Okay, so we got a workers. Okay, we got a workers. The next one, when you're talking about the payments amount, okay, so obviously we need finance team, right? Why? Because finance team will look into that funds, how we get the funds and how we can release the funds and how we need to spend these funds. That means it is amount, the cost of amount, how you are spending that. So there's majorly how much you are spending amount and how much you get the stock value and when you're paying the amount to the vendor. So all these things we are considering when we are talking about these, all finance team will take care about. Okay, so we have finance module. Finance module, what are the areas they will cover? They will cover the account receivables, account payables. Account receivables is nothing but like a we are getting money into the our account, and account payables we are paying amount to the outside. So what are the cases we have? Account payables. Account payables is nothing but like a when we paying to the vendor. When you get the when you purchasing something, you need to pay the amount to the vendor. So that is the account payables. And when you're talking about account receivables, that means you are getting money from the customer. When you sell the customer, the goods you sell to the customer, you getting the stock, you're getting the money from the customer. So the finance team, they are majorly looking into that how much we spend and how much we get from the customer and how much profit we get, how much loss we get. That is a finance activity. Guys, here we are talking about the what are the areas in SAP. Okay, I'm not talking about material management. I'm talking about what are the areas we have in the SAP. Then we'll discuss about the material management. Okay, the basic level we are just discussing here. Okay, now after finance is completed, okay, now I have the funds. Now what I need to do? So immediately I need to be set up the plant. That means something like we need to be some maintenance area, or it may be machinery, or anything which we need to prepare. So something you like a supermarket, right? Might be you need some packing machine. Packing machine means it is a some maintenance. So obviously we need the plant maintenance team. The plant maintenance team will take care about the all the machinery, equipments, and machinery and their maintenance. Okay. Now I got a machine. Now what I need the next thing what I need some raw materials or packing materials, some products. So what you need to do, whether what you need to decide here, the product we are producing or the product we are buying from outside. You need to decide at that. Suppose in my supermarket, I have owned rice mill. Okay, then I can produce my rice. If I don't have own production, then I will buy from the outside. Right. So now let's assume that I don't have any production. Okay, then I need to buy the product from the outside. So that will be taken care of by material management. Material management people will take care about buying, procurement of products from the vendors, and contracts, long-term agreements. Okay, all procurement related will take care by material management. And again, once I received a stock from the vendor, that means I purchased some product from the vendor. Now I got the stock. I want to keep this stock in the location. So inventory location. That inventory location also will take care by material management. Okay. Now I received a stock. Let's assume that I received a stock. Now I need to pay some amount to the vendor, right? So before paying the amount, I need to verify that how much stock I received and what is the price, and I need to be compared to all the prices which I agreed with vendor. Everything I need to look into that. So again, here the point is invoice verification. So I need to, when before paying to the vendor, I need to be verified that the invoice is generated correctly or not. What we agreed with the agreements, long-term agreements, contracts, or any requisition. Right. So those cases we need to verify. So this invoice verification also will take care by material management team. So what material management team is looking in that? One, procurement, that means purchasing. The second is inventory management, how the stock handling. The third one is invoice verification. Once you receive the stock, you are verifying the invoice. Right? Then now I got the stock in my inventory. Now what was the next step? Immediately I'm looking into the selling the goods to the customer, or might be I can produce some product by using these raw materials. I'm producing some product. Let's take example. Okay, if I so in the supermarket I bought some rice. Okay, now I'm preparing that. Might be I'm preparing that 500 grams of packets, 200 grams packets, 100 grams packet, kg packets, 25 kgs bags. So like I'm producing that, just packing this, repacking and selling. So here again, the packing team will do all the activities. Okay, it might be production department will do, or it may be the separate team will do, whoever they are there. Okay, now I'm selling the goods to the customer. So who will be taking care about the sales? SD team, sales and distribution team, right? So when we start the business, so so many areas will be covered when you started the business. So the same way we have in the SAP, we have different areas. So I'm handling the material management, might be you are handling SD, and somebody is handling production planning. Okay. So every area is very important when we're talking. It depends on the, again, business process. Might be if they don't have the production, then we don't require production planning team. Okay. So the major areas are generally every company have material management, sales and distribution, finance. These three are the basic level modules every business have. Why? Because without buying the product you cannot do. Okay, and might be if you have the services. Some cases if you have the service you are not buying anything, but you need to buy for services also. Some cases you need to buy the products, right? Some, if suppose I'm the TV serviceman, so at least I should be have the screws and the bolts and have the some articles, right, to do that. So at least I have to buy, right? So the basic level of material management is required, and finance, obviously without finance we cannot do any business, right? Profit and loss. Obviously finance is required, and sales. We majorly look into the sales, right? When you are selling the product, then only you can know how much profit you are getting. We are always running the business for profit and loss, right? Profit into my account, right? Some revenue. Okay, so the basic level, why it's very important MM. So MM is the base level. It's very primary area. Every company have this area. So each and even small company also they are handling inventory. That's why material management is so important than the other areas. Finance, MM and SD. These three areas are very important. Okay, and other than that, production. If you say product, if you can say that, sir, why production not required? Maybe I can buy from outside. I can sell out. If I go to market, I can buy 100 pieces of apple, and I sold out to. I'm selling that product to customers. So here there is no production. So it's not required every time the production and the plant maintenance. Okay, product systems not required. So, but the base level finance and material management and sales and distribution is very important to everyone. Right? Hope you understand. Any questions here?
So can you repeat that point again?
Which point? Last point?
The last point, yeah.
Yeah. So the last point is the basic level modules. That means basic level areas are MM, finance, and SD. Okay, these are the important areas. So we are from material management. So we are so important to every client. And again, SD also. SD team also very important to the client. And finance also it's very important to client. These three areas, basically these three areas everywhere, every client have these three areas. Mostly 90%, 99%. It may be 1% if they're not doing any procurement, purchasing, inventory, and only they're doing financial related, like banking sectors. Maybe they need only a finance. They don't need the material management. Some cases might be like insurance. Insurance they're selling, right? So some services it might be not required, but mostly 90% it will be there. Okay. Now coming to material management. Now coming to material management, what are the areas we are looking into that? Majorly we are looking into three areas when we are talking about the material management. Three areas. One is purchasing. That means you can say procurement also. The terminology procurement, purchasing. Then inventory controlling. And invoice verification. So these are the three areas we are covering in the material management. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Can you here complete the master data related things?
Sorry?
Master data related.
Yeah, master data is the common area. Okay. Even if you are SD or finance, even you are HR, MM, everyone have their own master data. So that is not area, that is the master data. Data records we are maintaining. Okay. That also will be covered. Okay. But we are talking about the areas. Okay.
Okay, done.
Okay, these are the areas I'm talking about. Areas is nothing but like you can consider like a departments in your company. What are the departments you have? Okay, finance department, procurement department, store department, okay, sales department, like that. But master data is common for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So MM have their own master data, ST have their own master data. When I'm talking about MM, I should have the vendor master record. Why? Because I'm dealing with the vendors. When I'm talking about ST, customer master record is required. Like HR, human resource details, employee details. Okay, finance again, cost centers and profit centers. Those are the master data. So everywhere it is common. Every module have the they need the some data, some master data. So that is the, it's not area, it's not department, it is a common data which we are maintaining for the all the areas. So those master data will be helpful to run these areas. If you want to run the purchasing, then you need the material, you need material and vendor. Okay, so you need info record, some information of the vendor, prices, price information. So those are the master data. We'll talk about those parts separately, but we are talking about areas, right? We'll discuss about area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any doubts here? Still here? Any doubts?
No. I think we are good at.
We are good. Okay. Now, what generally we are discussing in the purchasing? One is identify the requirement. Identify the requirement. So when it will be start the purchasing? Generally, if you want to buy something, what is actually the base, the initial step? Something you need to, you want something. You want means just what you want.
Gathering the information about the material.
Yeah, so might be, so if I'm running supermarket, I need idli rava, or I need rice. Okay, I need banana, I need vegetables, I need ingredients. So I need the requirement. First, I need to what you need, and when you need, and where you need. Right? When you need, what you need, where you need. Right? Suppose if I started my business, okay, now I'm buying the products. Okay, first I identify that, okay, I need some products. Okay, so when you need, suppose tomorrow it's my opening, I'm opening my supermarket. So today I should get all the products, right? That means when I need, today I need. These products should be there in my location today. And what you need? What you need means what are the products you need and where you need. So if you have the multiple locations, like multiple sub branches you have, so where exactly you need this product. Okay. So the first step is in the purchasing. The step one is identify the requirement. So when you need, what you need, and where you need. Okay, now let's assume that I have material number, material A. Okay, I need material A, which I need 1,000 quantity. 1,000 quantity, and when you need, suppose let's say 26/07/2022. Okay, and where you need, suppose I have the plant which is located in the Kukatpalli. Okay, now this is my requirement, just basic level information. Okay, so I got this requirement, so they requested that, okay, these are the products I need. Okay, now I got the what I need. Now what is the second step? Just think about that. Okay, when you started the business, okay, now I understood that these are the products I need. So what is the next step?
Look for the supplier.
Yeah, so source of supply. Okay, identify the source of supply. So source of supply is nothing but like a vendor. Right. Now I got the requirement, but I just need to be who is the vendors. Suppose the same product I'm getting from the 10 vendors. So how I can choose the vendor? So to identify the source of supply, that means identifying the vendor is the biggest the point here to identify the vendors. Why? Because in the market I have multiple vendors are there. Okay, so when I'm dealing with the vendors, so I need to be considered that what is the price they are providing. Okay, is that vendor have any quality problems? Like we also need to be check that quality parameters like whether evaluation, vendor evaluating. Okay, so if this vendor is supplying earlier to our supermarket, any defects or any problem with that vendor, those also we need to be considered, right? And again, I need to be considered that what is the price bidding price from that vendor. Okay, if I have the 10 vendors, how you can choose this vendor? How you can choose the vendor? So I'm just expecting that quotation. I'm just expecting from the vendor the quotation. Okay, for that what I'm sending that RFQ. So in the RFQ what I'm doing, okay, I'm requesting request for quotation. That means I have the 10 vendors. I'm just sending this quotation to 10 vendors, and I'm expecting that boss, please send me your quotation. Okay, this is the products I need. Okay, what is the price? What is the delivery cost? Freight charges, labor cost, unloading, loading cost. What is that? What is the cost of that? So can you please get that quotation? So I'm just giving that quotation deadline. So let's assume that I need tomorrow, right? So let's assume that today is my deadline. So by today evening, whatever I'm getting quotation, I'm accepting. After that, I'm not accepting any quotations. So in the request for quotations, what we are doing, we are giving that, okay, these are the products I need, okay, and when I need, when I'm expecting that, and what is the delivery date, and what are the plant, the location where it is required, everything I'm just providing. And again, here I'm just giving that quotation deadline. Why? Because I cannot wait for the 1 week, 2 weeks when I get the quotation from them, right? When it is my requirement is there, obviously I have to put the quotation deadline. Okay, by today evening, if I'm getting the quotation, okay, I'm good. If we are not sending any quotation, then I will be rejecting your profile, or I'm rejecting your quotation. Okay, let's assume that we got the quotations like quotation 1 with the price of 100 rupees basic price, and he said that freight charges extra, which is 10%. Okay, and again quotation 2, again I got the same price with 100 rupees. Okay, but freight charges will be added again 10%, and he is providing discount 5%. Okay, and but he said that some labor charges are applicable, miscellaneous charges. So labor charges will be applicable like some 100 rupees. Okay, again quotation 3. Okay, he is provided that 110 rupees, but there is no other additional cost, freight or discount, anything. Again, one more guy, he is giving the quotation 4. He is saying that okay, the cost will be the 120 rupees, but I can provide a discount 10%. Okay, when the product will be more than 1000 quantity or something, right? Terms and conditions also will be there. Okay, so like I got some quotations. Now what we need to do next, I got a quotation from vendors. So from 4 vendors I got a quotation, okay, before that deadline. Okay, so this is now we maintaining the quotation, maintain quotation. The maintain quotation, we got quotation 1, quotation 2, quotation 3, quotation 4. So let's assume that this is the vendor A. Suppose vendor 1 to okay, vendor 1, okay, and this is the vendor 2, and here again vendor 3, and here vendor 4. So let me know who is the best vendor here.
Vendor 4.
Vendor 4.
Yes.
Okay. How?
Because he costs only 120 rupees, but discount is 10%. Remaining all is like 100 rupees. Again, like discount is 5%, even though its labor charges is more.
Okay.
What is this bug?
But are you
So,
sure? But are you sure?
Oh, my secondary like it's from open. Oh,
yes, sir.
Why it should not be quotation 2, or why it should not be quotation 3?
Quotation 2 will be like 100%, 100 rupees. Again, like labor charges will be 200, but discount is 5% and stipend is 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, just think this one. Just think this one. Okay,
Mhm.
100 rupees, 10% discount. That means 100 rupees, 10% discount, 90 rupees. Right? Sorry,
yes, sir.
110 rupees.
Discount is 5%. Yeah.
110 rupees. Again, 5% discount. So 5% discount on the 100 rupees. Right? So then it is like a some minus 5. Right?
Yeah,
Minus 5. Then labor charges will be
100 rupees.
minus 5 plus, okay, sorry, plus 100 rupees. 100
Yeah.
rupees is a constant.
Mhm.
Okay. Now let's think about this one first. Okay, leave it about this 100 rupees first. Okay, remove this one. Okay. Now actually 110 minus 5, it is a 105. Correct? Without adding the labor charges. Okay. Now here if you see that 120 minus 10% discount, right? That means 12 rupees discount.
Yes.
That means 11108, right? Is it correct?
Yes.
So this is 105 and 108. But if you think about that, I need 1000 quantity. When I'm just buying in the bulk, right? 100 rupees labor charge is not more, right? I'm getting 105 rupees. Just I'm paying only 100 rupees for the labor charges. It is fixed cost,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, sir.
So then obviously quotation 2 is good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when there is a multiple calculations are there, so our eyes also it looks like it is looking like what is the minimum value, but we also need to be calculate all the factors like freight, labor charges, discount, all things. So that we are doing in the price comparison. The next step is the price comparison. So this is a very important price comparison. Why? Because in price comparison only you are decided that okay, which is the best vendor. So as per my understanding here, quotation 2, that means vendor 2 is the giving best price. Rank 1, right? Right
Yes,
or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now the step 2, identify the source of supply. I identify that my source of supply is the vendor 2. So I got my vendor, right? I got the vendor 2. Right? Now, what is the next step? If I add, now I got the requirement what I need, and I got vendor also. What we need now? What is the next?
Make a purchase order.
Yeah. So creation of the order. Creation of purchase order. So we generally purchasing, right? We generally call as a purchase order. If it is a sales order. Okay. There is no terminology is same. It is just like ordering. Okay. When we are purchasing the order, that is name is purchase order. When you are selling to the customer, that is sales order. Okay. If it is production, then it's production order. Okay. If it is maintenance, if it is maintenance order. So there are so many orders in the SAP. So, but the initial it will be like purchase order, sales order, maintenance order, production order. Okay. Like we have different factors. Okay. Now we are buying here, we are purchasing here. We calling as a purchase order. Now I will create a purchase order with vendor 2. The material A and 1000 quantity, and the delivery date is delivery on 27th, 26th, and plant is Kokatpalli plant. Kokatpalli plant, right? So what is the difference between the above identification of requirement and the below order creation part? So here we generally call this identification requirement, we generally call requisition. That means what you need, that we generally call purchase requisition. Whatever we identify the requirement might be you are identified, or it might be some department they requested. Maybe the finance team they are asking me to, boss, I need 2 laptops. Okay, I need 2 tables. Okay, I need books. Again, administrative. So they are coming with, okay, boss, I need some snacks. So I need some like wood and something like which we need. Okay, so like those also be part of the purchase requisition. So we generally call this is the purchase requisition. SAP terminology is purchase requisition. What we requesting? Okay, what we need to be identified the requirement, that is a purchase requisition. Okay, and so now my question is, what is the difference between a purchase order and purchase requisition? What is the difference between what you understand here? What is the difference between purchase requisition and purchase order?
Purchase requisition means like what is the requirement, what is the requirement, what we need, and purchase order is whatever we need, we are placing the order with the supplier or vendor, whoever it is.
Yeah, but the terminology what we think, what we say, purchase requisition is it's an internal document inside the company document. Okay, that means our internal we are discussing and we are preparing that what we need. So here we are not supposed to be giving to anyone, to vendor, boss, this is my requirement. It's not like that. It's a purchase requisition is nothing but like it's an internal order which we are preparing what we need. We just discussing internally and we are prepared. Now when we talking about purchase order, that is an external document. That is legal document. So boss, this is my order. Take this is the confirmation. I need these products. You should supply. Okay. So the difference is here. Purchase requisition is the internal document and purchase order is the external document. So internal document is not a legal document. Why? Because might be you can discuss more a number of times and you can change the requirement. But purchase order is once you created and you are sent to the vendor. Okay, that legally you are agreeing that you are asking this product from that vendor. So once you send this one and you got any confirmation from vendor, that means you also need to be follow the vendor terms and conditions. Might be like example, if I order some snacks in the Swiggy, I think most of the people you know Swiggy, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you order some product in the Swiggy, so immediately once you order, okay, then the Swiggy wallet they said that if you within the 60 seconds if you cancel, then there is no cost, there is no charge for that. In case if it is after 60 seconds, if you are planning to cancel the order, then you will not get any refund. You will have to be charged 100%. Right. So that means this is legal. We generally legal. We are we are following their terms and conditions and all the terms and conditions we are following, and we are agreeing that, and we send that PO. If you cancel that, then that will be again different charges based on the vendor, and you have the relationship, right? Did you understand what is the difference? There are so much difference is there. Internal document and legal document. Okay. Any doubts here in the purchase order?
No, sir. No.
All right. Now I sent, so I have created purchase order and I have sent that information to vendor. Might be you can send printout, mail, fax. Okay. Or might be both are using software. You can connect between both. Okay. There are so many ways we can send. Once they get the order, once the vendor get the order. So what you are expecting? You might be expecting the confirmation, right? Acknowledgement. Boss, once you receive that, okay, please send me order acknowledgement. Okay, like in Swiggy, once they received, we received the order. Okay, we confirming that, preparing the order. So it's an order acknowledgement. Okay, then once it is allotted, the delivery boy is allotted. Okay, confirmation. Boss, you will get the stock today or you will get the stock tomorrow. So based on that, please prepare yourself. So in the confirmations, what you will get, when I will get and the stock with details will get the information, basic information will get. Okay, sometimes it is mail or sometimes it will be a system. Okay, so you'll be get the delivery number also. What inbound delivery number reference, for the reference you can enter. Okay, then once I receive that, okay, the confirmation, now I assume that I got a stock. Assume that I got the stock. So what is that? What is that? Once you receive the stock, what you will do? You will receive the goods receipt. What do you mean by goods receipt? I am receiving the stock from the vendor. I receive the stock from vendor. Okay. Again, once I receive the stock, I need to be place the stock directly in my location, or do we need to be check the quality parameters, or do we need to be block the stock first initially? Then once it is validated, then I will move to for the sales or production. So there are so many parameters here. Okay. So once you receive the stock, so that how we will do in the inventory level. So till whatever it is getting here, first till whatever it is getting, these are all is a purchasing related. Till here it is all purchasing related. Okay. Now whatever we are getting here, it is completely related to inventory handling. Okay. So goods receipt is nothing but like we are receiving the stock from the vendor. Okay. Once you receive that, whether you need to be validated the quality parameters, shipping instructions, terms and conditions, and packing, repacking, and unloading, loading. Okay, those are all coming under the part of the inventory. Clear? Counting the stock and how much you received. If suppose in the PO I ordered 1000 quantity, but I received only 100 pieces, did you accept that 100 pieces or not? If you received 2000 quantity, but did you accept the excess quantity or not? All these parameters will be looking into the inventory level. Right? Any questions on this goods receipt?
No, sir.
No, right? No. So once I receive the stock, what is the next step? What is the next step?
Check the quality.
Yeah, that's done. That's all done.
Then we need to sell them.
No, the next step is
You need to do an invoicing.
Yeah, you need to be do the verify the stock. So verify the invoice. Suppose I received 1000 pieces, but invoice received 2000 pieces. Did you accept to pay? No, right?
No.
Why? Because
No.
I received only 1000 pieces. So I need to verify. Suppose the PO price, they said that 105 rupees, but when I look into that invoice, it is 110 rupees. Did you accept that to pay extra?
No.
No, right.
No.
Why? Because in the PO they agreed that to pay it's 105 rupees, but in the invoice I got invoice like 110 rupees. I will not accept to. Why I need to pay extra amount? We already have the price negotiation. We already did the PO, and with you also confirmed and acknowledged that. Then why I need to be pay extra amount 110 rupees? So please correct that. It should be 105 rupees. So the verification is nothing but like how much stock you received, okay, how much the price, with the price you received the invoice, and if any defects are there, did you return to the vendor? Okay, if you return the invoice, if you already paid, then how you will do? All these verification will do in the invoice verification level. So that's why material management will handling that 3 areas: purchasing, inventory, and invoice. So the material management team will be handling these 3. Okay. You can ask, sir, it's very simple. I can also do, you can also do, why this much of 2 months course we need? Did you get that doubt?
We have to maintain so many logs.
Yeah.
So inside that, we have different scenarios. Okay. Let's say in invoice, if you assume that if I return the stock, how you will be handling? Okay. If the stock, if the invoice which we received that some price adjustments, how you can handle? Okay. If there is a blocking the vendor, how you are handling that? So there are so many factors will be there in the everywhere. Again in inventory, once you receive that, if the stock is spoiled, how you are returning to the vendor? If you spoiled but vendor is not accepting to the return, then how you scrapping that? Okay, if you get the if you receive the stock, then production department they are asking the stock, how you are issuing to the production department or cost centers departments. So these are all factors will come under the inventory, and moreover in the inventory we also doing that counting the stock. If it is expensive, I have to do every day counting. Did you see anyone jewelry shop when they're closing? When they're closing the
Yes, yes,
shop,
they count. Yes, they
they
count all
count
the
each
things.
and every article, how much they sold and how much it is there. Everything they will be count. That is the we call as a physical inventory. The physically counting the stock and verifying with the system stock. But anything which is mismatched. So those are so many factors are there. Again, in the purchasing also we have the contracts, long-term agreements or schedule agreements. Okay, like prices negotiations. So there are so many factors are there. So these are all we'll discuss in the. And moreover, one thing you need to understand here. Whatever we discuss the steps, it is end user level. That means we are helping to the business to do the steps, but in the background to do this process, whatever the configuration which is required, that means whatever the setup which is required, that we are doing. We are consultants, not end users. Okay, clear? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, okay guys, then okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, just understand the process first. Okay, we have the different business process we have. Okay, first understand the business process, then we'll start the practicing in the practically. Okay,
Daily
guys.
class time.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
Daily class timings. I mean, when we
Daily classes it will be 7:30 to 8:30, but sometimes it may be 1 hour, 2 hours adjustment. Okay, either it may be before or after. Okay, is that fine? The timing 7.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yeah,
not-
sir. After a few weeks, as you said, like we'll think about the timings. too.
Yeah. So we'll initially 1 week we'll do the timings like that. Okay, then we'll fix it the one timings, maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Okay,
Sure, sir, definitely.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, right, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, it's comfortable for morning only for me. Actually, my working times are evening.
Okay, then morning also I have a batch. That's not a problem. You
Yeah.
can join that batch also.
What is the
Yeah.
timing for morning match?
Morning it is like 7 to 8.
Okay, like you started like you started like for the evening batch, same batch you started for the morning batch, okay, right?
Saturday, sorry, can you repeat?
Like morning batch and the evening batch started at the same time, right? I mean, same day.
Okay, you are talking like that. Okay. Morning 7 to 8, they already started. Okay, 1 week back they started. Okay, but that's not a problem. Okay, I can cover in the 6 to 7 the batch. If everyone is okay, we can start at 6 to 7. Then that's also okay. Fine. Morning.
No, sir. For me, it's too early.
Yeah,
Or 8
because,
to 9. Even 8 to 9 also good. 6 to 7 or 8 to 9.
okay.
Okay.
No,
Depends.
because like if we are not able to attend in the evening, so we can attend in the morning session. No, that's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, you can attend. You can attend morning and you can attend evening also. Okay. The thing is, might be in the evening, maybe in the different topic, and morning it's different topic.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
Yeah. So that will be a problem. So in case if anyone missing, you can see the videos.
Yes.
Okay? In case if you still not understand that, mostly you will be understand. If you
Huh.
not understand, then I will repeat that. Might be in the
Definitely.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I will repeat that.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So if you once you look into the video, you will get some idea, right? Then might be I can close that in the quickly, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes I can close, right?
Sure, sir.
So that's not a problem. Timings and all not a problem. Okay.
Hmm.
So once you decided, then we'll start. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
great
sure.
then.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, boys. Bye.
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 Bye.